fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
There's Jarvis Landry with the nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
But you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 and what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And Parkey's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. The 30, 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 75 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Mayfield looks to throw it quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
18 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Browns 10, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
By the Browns.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for it.
They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Browns first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. It's caught at the 10.
Mayfield's pass.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Junior. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Parkey adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
First and 10.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Jackson will throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Again, Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Browns.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mayfield.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
The 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Number 13.
Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
But so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Now the third-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
6-yard pickup brings up second.
Again, it's Edwards. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Browns' 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Being chased out left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Now Mayfield lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Browns' 1st down.
Mayfield now from the 50. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Check three. Back.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They run once more with Edwards. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
It's 4th down.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Sheds off the tackle. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Check. Let's go.
They'll give it to Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Browns 31, Ravens 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Jackson's.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Jackson.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. Do you run? Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Calais Campbell. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Pernell McPhee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Out. 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Following the penalty, Chubb. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Brings up second down.
Mayfield off the play fake. Caught left side. It's Beckham. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage. Make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
At the 47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Mayfield to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll move the chains. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. It's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And here in over. Scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. For Nick Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Nick Chubb.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Cleveland.
A Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cleveland, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.